California is quietly building something that can change your driving forever. Not a new lane, not a new freeway, but certainly a new way to charge you by the mile. They're not calling it a new tax. You know what they're calling it? They're calling it a pilot program. But when the government keeps extending the so-called pilot program until 2035, you have to ask yourself a question. Is this really a study, or is it a slow rollout until it becomes law? Welcome to California's Assembly Bill 1421 that keeps the road usage charge program alive from 2027 to 2035. Many questions arise after that. How is our privacy going to be kept? How are they going to track us? And how much are they going to tax us? So the question is not, is the mile tax passed today? The real question is, why lock into a structure for 10 or more years? So California's roads, they're mostly funded by the gas tax or the excise tax, right? But the state says the gas tax won't hold up because cars today, they're getting better and better every single day. They're becoming more efficient and more electric. Guess what? California has been pushing for electric vehicles forever. California ran a pilot from August of 2024 through January of 2025 to test how road charge could work. And a state memo shows that the test rate was about 2.8 cents per mile for that pilot. That means they're going to be charging you 2.8 cents for every single mile that you drive. So I'm not saying that that rate becomes the final rate or the final amount they're going to charge you. But what I'm saying is that they're not guessing anymore. That means they've been doing massive studies. They're already measuring what it could possibly look like in real life. Let me give you an example. So let's say you do 10,000 miles a year, right? At 0.28 cents, that's about $280 a year. If you're doing 20,000 miles a year, double that, $560 a year. Again, that was a pilot rate. That's not the real rate yet. Can you imagine if it becomes more than that? So this is what the supporters of this bill argue. Because electric vehicles that are very efficient, they pay less gas tax, but still use the roads. They want a fair share funding system. That means if you have an electric vehicle, they still want to tax your ass, excuse me. Can you imagine if you're living in Lancaster and Palmdale and you're going to be traveling down all the way to Beverly Hills, Culver City, downtown Los Angeles, or any of the beach towns? Just think about it for a second. Lancaster to the valley is already about 20-30 miles. Going down a little bit more to after 405, that's another 20-30 miles. You're going to be traveling 60 miles one way. Going back home, that's another 120 miles. Just do the math yourself. Whoever is voting for this bill is not very concerned about you or the businessmen in this state.